Well, hi everybody, Mindy here, and I wanted to do an update for the Magic EA. I haven't done one for a couple of days, so I wanted to let you see how things are progressing. And today is Thursday. It is March 21st, and the time is about 11:50, right at noon. Okay, so it's lunchtime, and I'm in the United States in Central Time, so we have about 4 more hours of this trading day before this trading day will be over. Okay, so that gives you a perspective of where we are in the week. What we see on this first account, which is the Magic EA trading 12 pairs on 15-minute time frames, what we see is that the negative PL is beginning to inch its way back up again. So what I'll be doing is I'll be watching very closely, and if this negative PL gets up to being 40% of the equity balance, then what I'll do is I'll turn off the EA and I will self-manage out of the most recent trades until the negative PL becomes less than 40% again, and then I'll let the EA take over again. Right. So, but for right now, the negative PL is inching its way up again. And this is to be expected. Negative PL gets bigger and then it's smaller, and then bigger and then smaller. That's what it does, right? But I want to remind everybody, the reason we fund our Forex accounts is to use the money that we funded the account with to manage the trades when we need to. And managing the trades means being able to be in the capacity to ride out negative PL when it happens, right? Because we haven't lost a penny. The thing is, negative PL is meaningless. It just means that this is how much money that I am using from my free margin. That's all it means. But since we don't close any trades for losses, this negative PL does not mean that we've lost anything. We haven't lost a dime. Okay, but it is an ugly number, and some people think that's really hard to look at. So you kind of have to get used to seeing negative numbers if you're going to be a Forex trader, because a lot of trades will go negative before they go positive. It's just a fact of life. Right. But so anyway, let's take a look at what the account has done so far today. And so far today, it has closed $72.94 of new profit. And that's pretty much about where we expect it to be on a normal day, right? And you can see that we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 new original trades today, and that's a good thing. We'd like to see about 20 original trades every day, but it all depends on how the market moves, on how many new trades the EA makes on any given day. Now here's 2 more that have been created today. Here's another original trade that was created today. So, we're up to 13. And I would imagine that these original trades will probably close profitably by the end of the day, right? But let's go back to the account history and take a look at what it's done so far this week. So we're going to take the period back to Sunday the 17th to today and hit OK. And what we see is that so far this week, the account has only closed $156 of profit. And that is less than we would like at this point in the week, right? Because what we want to see with the EA is for it to close somewhere between $50 and $100 a day. And so if we're 4 days in now, what that means is that overall for the week, we had some pretty quiet days at the first part of the week, because half of the money in here for this week has been booked today, right? So that kind of tells you that the first 3 days of the week were pretty scrawny. And that's one of the reasons I haven't done an update. There really was nothing going on in the account. So, there wasn't a point to do another update. But what we see is that we have picked up some new hedges and quick fixers and things like that. So anyway, this account, if somebody wanted to walk away right this moment, the equity balance is what they would leave with. But, it's actually not very impressive. I'm pretty disappointed, actually, in the way the 15-minute charts on the Magic EA are performing, because this account has been running since January 7th, and I would certainly like to see it have a better equity balance at this point. But it doesn't, and so, when it clears out of these trades, which it will sooner or later, the equity balance will go up to be the same thing or more than what the balance is showing right now. So in booked profit, the account is up about 40% since January 7th when it started trading. So that's not that bad, but to realize that profit, the prices have to scoot around and move in a way where we can clear out all of these trades. And it will happen eventually. It always does. See, this trade right here is one of the original trades for today. Now, it already has its profit stop on it. So this trade, one way or another, will close for a profit today. It will either stop out for a small profit, or the price will go up and it will reach its profit target, right? So one way or another, this trade is a guaranteed win at this point in time, okay? So let's go look at this second account. This is the account that also has been trading since January 7th, but it is trading 30-minute time frames using the Magic EA, and it is trading all 28 of the pairs that you see in this list over here on the right side of the monitor. Now, this account, the negative PL in it is inching up as well. If you remember right, the last update I did, the negative PL in this account was running about 1,000, 1,100, something like that, right? But here's the huge difference that I want you to notice. The balance on this account is up 88% since January 7th. That's $8,857 of increase in balance since it started trading January 7th. The equity balance, the number that you could walk away with right now if you wanted to just chuck these trades and take the loss on them, which I would never do, but if you wanted to do that, since January 7th, the account is up 72%. You could literally walk away with $7,266 more than you started with on January 7th, okay? And I think that's pretty good. I'm very, very pleased with how these 30-minute settings are working out. And I'm kind of thinking that what we're probably going to do is just not worry about the 15-minute settings and probably go with the 30-minute settings when there's such a dramatic difference in equity improvement over the course of the same time frame, right? Now, the other thing too about this account, let's go in and see what it's done today. So far in this trading day today, the account has done quite a few quick fixer and hedge combinations, and it has booked $370 today. Okay? Now, when we go and see how it is done over the course of the week, what we'll do is we'll back the calendar up to the 17th, which was Sunday. And now what we see is that we have a total booked profit so far this week of $937. And we still have one full trading day left and 4 more hours of today's trading day. So more than likely this account will book over $1,000 again this week. Remember last week it had a huge week, huge, but it's going to have another good week this week, and the reason is because it still has lots of hedges and quick fixers that keep going in and out over and over again. Now, I'm also going to show you the account that is trading the 1 hour time frame, which is the next step up in time frames, right? So when we go to the account that has been trading the 1 hour time frames, there we go. Whew, had me scared for a minute. Okay, this is the account that's been trading for about 6 weeks, and it started trading about the 6th of February, and today is the 21st of March. So it's been trading about a month less time than the account that I just showed you, and it's trading 1 hour time frames, and it's also trading all 28 of the pairs on this list. But what we see is that currently it has a negative PL of negative $433. It has an equity balance that is up 45% if you wanted to just close the account right now. So from February 6th to today, March 21st, you'd be up 45% or $4,530. Now, when all these negative trades clear out, which they will eventually, the balance is actually up 49%. That's 50% essentially in 6 weeks? So this, as we go up time frames, we should see better results, and that's what we're seeing. So if we go look at what this one has closed today, the first thing we'll do is we'll go to custom period and go to today. And what we see is that today, in this trading day, we've booked $237 of new booked profit. And if we want to go to see how it's done so far this week, we'll take the calendar back to the 17th. And what we see is so far this week, trying to get that just right, it's closed $540, which is pretty good. We're 4 days into the trading week, so this is averaging over $125 a day, right? Which is good. I think it's really good. That's 1.5% per day if you're calculating the percentage from the $10,000 balance that we started with. Okay, so this third account over here, this is the one that I started trading about the 1st of February, and it's trading all 28 pairs from the list. It's also trading the 30-minute time frames, and so far today it has a negative PL of negative $259. The equity balance is up almost 40%, 39.3%, and it's been trading about 5 weeks, right? Which I think is pretty good. And then when we go to the account history so far today, it's booked $75. And if we go to how it's done so far this week, we'll back this up to the 17th. And we see that so far this week it has booked $275. Now, the reason this is so dramatically lower than the booked profit from last week is because at the first of the week this week we didn't have very many trades that were hedged. And, and we make more money off of these hedges and quick fixers than we make off of the trades that go in and come out, right away. So it's kind of like the more bad trades that you have in the account, the more money you make because you have more hedges and quick fixers working all the time, right? But we don't really try to trade so that we intentionally get hedges, right? You want to have the account to where everything it opens, it closes relatively soon and for profit. And, but that doesn't always happen. So, it just kind of is one of those things that it is what it is, right? So anyway, that's the update for today, March 21st. And if you'd like more information on how you can get the Magic EA to use for yourself on your accounts, come to my website, mindyyost.com. And if you have questions, feel free to email me. My email address is right up here at the top of my webpage. Okay? And I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. Now, if you know that you want to buy the Magic EA, you just click on the Shop Now button. And what I'm going to tell you is that, as I have told you in the past, the prices that are currently listed are temporary. They're introductory prices. And I have a lot of new programming coming out probably next week for the EA. That's going to add a lot more protections in it against bad things happening and things like that. And when that new programming comes out, these prices will change and they will go up. So if you know that you're interested in having the Magic EA for yourself, this week is a very good time to buy the EA now before the price increases. Okay, so that's just fair warning. I'm trying to make sure that you guys don't feel like I'm holding anything back. I'm not. I'm telling you right up front, these prices will go up significantly next week or whenever I get that new programming back from the programmer. Okay, so if you want to buy it, this is the week to do it so that you can get a hold of it before the price goes up. Okay, and so anyway, there you have it. If you'd like to open a demo account with a broker that will allow you to trade with 500 to 1 leverage and hedge your trades, then come to this link right here where it says link to open a free demo account, and just click on that and you can literally sign up for that demo account, open it up, have it running on your machine within 3 minutes. It just doesn't take any time at all. They don't ask a lot of personal questions when you're opening a demo account. So, there's just no reason not to give it a try. I think you'll really like trading with a foreign broker where you can have higher leverage and hedge your trades and not worry about FIFO rules, first in, first out rules. Okay? Now, if you're interested in mentoring to where you can actually learn the strategy that I trade with and the strategy that the EA is based on, you can come to this column in my webpage and find out how to sign up for Mentor on Demand. So for my mentor students, I do allow them free access to me 24 hours a day when the Forex market is open. So, that's a pretty good deal when you're talking about a mentoring program, because you are not limited at all in how much help that you can get from me when you're learning how to trade my trading system. So anyway, there you have it. That's the update for today. And I look forward to hearing from a lot of you and seeing a lot of you take advantage of the cheaper prices for the Magic EA, because next week the prices will be going up. So don't let this opportunity to get away from you. Okay? But I'll do another update here in another couple of days. So happy trading, everybody. Bye for now.